to talk about the second worst attack since the war began. Well, Melissa Bell is out front.
Kyiv under attack once again, with Russia unleashing over 600 air attack weapons on the Ukrainian capital, killing more than 20 people, including at least 4 children, in what appears to be the second biggest aerial attack since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Video from a Kyiv resident shows her apartment in complete shambles after the drone struck one floor below hers. Her father had to knock down doors to get out and prevent her from suffocating from the smoke. Footage from the ground shows families huddling for safety as missiles fall on buildings across the city. Search teams still digging through the rubble around buildings hitting the strike. With the full extent of the damage still being assessed, families are still searching for their loved ones.
When I came out, everything was covered in dust and smoke. I looked up, the roof was gone, and the floors from the 4th to the 1st were completely destroyed. As of now, my wife hasn't been found.
Some of those damaged buildings belonged to the European Union and the British Council. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky calling the strike a clear response from the Kremlin to calls for ceasefire talks and for diplomacy between the two countries. Russia says it is still interested in peace talks, but its so-called special military operation is still ongoing, a conflict that continues to shake Kyiv residents.
God forbid anyone ever has to go through this. You know, my worldview has changed. You realize that you survived, that you're alive, and that alone is already something.
Melissa Bell, CNN.
Out front now, Ina Savsan, a member of Ukraine's parliament. She lives in Kyiv. Ina, of course, early hours now, a Friday morning for you, a sleepless night last night with the attacks, just complete exhaustion for you and for so many others. As of early this evening, now, U.S. time, President Trump has not said anything about it. Publicly, he has said nothing. What does that mean, Ina?
Well, we're still waiting for him to say something, but of course it feels wrong after the terror of the last night here in Kyiv, with people waking up multiple times to missiles explosions in different parts of the city, with 4 children being killed. It does look like something that would require reaction from the leader of the free world. Fortunately, we're not hearing that. Maybe it will come a bit later. We have heard the reaction of President Trump's press secretary, which is all over the news in Ukraine this evening. I think everybody is very much appalled with what has been said. What we have heard was basically saying that Ukraine and Russia are basically the same. Ukrainians are destroying Russian oil refineries, so they don't want peace. Russians are doing something similar, which is killing Ukrainian civilians, including children. The very fact that this was said, that this is okay to say, is very painful and very unfair. So maybe there will be some other reaction.
The Trump's press secretary did speak out, and among the things she said about the strikes was this. She said, quote, perhaps both sides aren't ready to end this. Both sides aren't ready to end this. How do you even hear such a thing?
Well, painfully. Look, for those, if you haven't heard that on the news, I can maybe explain how it feels to live through that. So I woke up at around 1 in the morning. My son came rushing to my bedroom. He said, "Mom, did you hear that? Did you hear the explosions?" He was terrified. He was scared. He said, "We have to go to the wardrobe to hide so that we are not near the windows." We hardly slept up until 6, 7 in the morning, waking up from different explosions in different parts of the city. There were, of course, families who have suffered through much more. There were families who didn't wake up this night. There were 4 children being killed this night. The whole building collapsed. And equating that to the action of undermining basically Russia's economy, that is what hits on oil refineries. It's just something that you can't even imagine how someone would come up with such a wording. It seems like, well, lack of empathy is the mildest version of what I can say, which is very, very surprising, to put it very, very diplomatic.
Ina, thank you so very much for being with us on yet another sleepless, exhausting night for you and everyone in Kyiv and Ukraine. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.